Hey guys, how you doing? So in this video I want to talk to you about planning for your next year in business and in your life in general when it comes to your goals and stuff. Obviously planning is one of the most important parts of life, I would say, not just in business but in all aspects of life. If you want to achieve a goal or an outcome, you first need to know what a goal or outcome it actually is and what you need to do to get to that goal. Okay, so this video is all going to be about planning and helping you to achieve your goals for next year 2022. Okay, so below this video, somewhere on about this video, I will have attached a workbook, a worksheet to go through. Okay, it's a few pages long, of course, but it's what that's going to allow you to do. It's going to allow you to review and recap over the past year, what's went well, what hasn't gone so well, and then obviously create the plans and strategy for the next year going in. Okay, but first things first, there's a few foundations I think we all need to have in place to achieve our kind of long-term and our ultimate goal of why we're doing what we're doing. Okay, one thing that I like to have is a little bit of a vision board. Okay, so I just have this simple A4 piece of paper with just some kind of vision, a typical vision board. What type of things do I want to get out of my life, and why am I working so hard every day to achieve these type of things? Okay, and all I do is I keep this vision board in the front of this notepad here. Okay, so I simply just pop it into the front of the book. All right, and then every time I come to this book to write down my goals or to write any notes or like planning stuff, it's there for me to have a look at and just to kind of re-energize and stay myself focused. Of course, you can have them up on the wall as well if that's what you want to do, and I'd recommend that as well. It is on my to-do list, so it's something that I am going to be doing this year, trying to create like a really nice, beautiful graphic for vision boards. But it's really important to do that. If you don't know how to do a vision board, it simply is just kind of images and things that you want out of life and in why you're working so hard. And the reason that's so powerful is because when you visualize it and you see it there every single day, you're subconsciously focusing on it without even knowing it, and that's why it's so powerful. And the law of attraction and everything does work to do that. So that's one thing I think you need to do. The second thing is, I think everyone, especially if you're a business owner, needs some type of binder, needs some type of book that you're writing in on a regular basis. Some people might call it a journal, okay? But what I like to do in here, when I first started this notebook last year, there's a few things I did. First off, I wrote down you probably can't see it very well, but what my dream life, okay? So what is my dream life? So the focus is going crazy there. So yeah, so I wrote down creating my dream life, okay? So this is simply just, what do I want out of life? What does my dream look like? And I wrote it in the first person, and also as I had already achieved it. So it's not I will have, it's I have and I am. Okay, those type of things. That's really important as well. I think once you kind of have that down to a T, it's also really important to reflect on what happened last year. So what happened in year 2021? So ask yourself like questions: what went well? What didn't go well? What really moved the needle towards your goals last year? Make sure you have a little section on there as well. I think I have it in the template, but a little section so you can jot down what your goals were last year, because I can imagine there's a lot of people out there who don't actually even know what their goals were for last year because they forgot it, or they just didn't pick up their goal sheet often enough. And if you're watching this video, chances are you're probably fall into that bracket, to be honest. Okay, so asking questions like what went well, what didn't go so well, what did you achieve? And I think when it comes to what did you achieve, don't just be business. It could be little things like, you bought a new car, you went on holiday, you moved house. Really, really little things that were still some type of an achievement for you. You passed a certain test or qualification. It could be really, really simple stuff. Okay, you joined the gym. That might have been on your goals for years now, but you join the gym, it's still a big step towards achieving your fitness goals. So that's really important as well. I think another couple of things you should add on to there as well, we've got this into the document, is talking about what big opportunities did you not capitalize on last year. So we presented with an opportunity that you let slip by, and why did you let it slip by, and what could you now do different to make sure that you didn't let these opportunities slip by. What type of things happened last year that you were unprepared for? Because obviously, when preparation meets opportunity, that's when the sparks really, really fly. Okay, we're all presented with opportunities all the time, but if you're not prepared to take on those opportunities and to kind of roll with it, then sometimes we miss out on those big wins that we could actually be achieving. And obviously they say like the reason the rich get richer and stuff is because, they are prepared and they have things in place to take advantage of more opportunities out there. Okay, that's one of the things. So once you have your dream life done, and once you have kind of done a recap on last year, what went well, what hasn't gone so well, what I like to do personally, and this is a little bit along the same lines of a dream life, but when it comes to writing your dream life down, what I do is I write it as like a story almost, like I don't bullet point it. I'll just say that I write it like a bit more of a paragraph, a few big paragraphs really. But here, what I also do is I also take down my goals for the 10 years. Okay, so what's my 10-year goals? So what's my goals for 2032? So when 2032 hits, what will I achieve, or what do I want to achieve? Again, we're writing these goals down in the first person and as if they've already happened. So give you guys some like recap of what I've actually got down. For mine is I want to own 500 plus properties by that time. I'm not in property development right now, but it is a long-term goal of mine to start investing money into other type of income streams to have multiple sources of income. Another one is I'm in perfect health and physical condition, because I understand that health and being in physical condition and feeling energized and happy in life and stuff is so important. It's not just all about the money, it's not just about the business, it's about actually living a life fully, and part of living life fully is being fit and healthy and being able to do that. And one of my goals is my net worth is over £100 million. Okay, £100 million it's a crazy amount of money. I'm nowhere, obviously, that's for me right now, that is crazy. But I think people always underestimate what they can achieve over 5 to 10 years. People probably overestimate what they can achieve in like a month type of thing, or even a year potentially. But when it comes to planning for 10 years time, you've got to plan big. Create a goal that just excites you, that blows your mind. Grant Cardone says it best, in my opinion. Create goals that are 10x what you actually want to achieve. So if your goal is to achieve 10 million, why not make it 100 million? Push yourself to the 100 million and you'll probably exceed the goal of 10 million, which was your original goal, and be well on your way to the 100 million pound goal. Okay, so that's really, really important. And of course, that 100 million is a combination of having equity in property, so like having a property portfolio that is valued at 50 million potentially, with 500 properties and stuff, and yeah, through other investments and through businesses that I own as well. So it's all kind of that. And I know I might not achieve this goal, but that's perfectly okay with me, because if I push myself to get it, if I get close, awesome. If I only achieve 5 million, 10 million, 20 million, whatever it is, it's still good. Okay, I'm still pushing myself and make my brain think in different and bigger ways than what I would think if I was kind of trying to achieve a smaller goal. Okay. Another one of my goals is that I publish 3 best-selling books. That's something I really want to do as well. My family are all happy, healthy, with good relationships. I have a luxury home abroad and stuff like that with beautiful sea views, because one of my ultimate goals, one of my ultimate dreams is to have a house abroad, and just kind of being able to wake up in the morning, because obviously here in the UK it's not exactly a warm country, but it is on my to-do list over the next few years to actually potentially move out abroad, at least for a few months, and to experience it, because the ultimate thing that I want to achieve is to be able to wake up in the morning, grab a cup of coffee, go sit outside, let the sun kind of beat down on me, and look out over the ocean type of thing, sitting by the pool. And it's just that tranquil state of like, this is the perfect way to start a morning for me type of thing. And that's exactly what I want to be able to do. Whereas here in the UK, we spend most of our days indoors because it's so cold outside, and it's just not a great environment. It's certainly not a great environment for me. I prefer the warmer climate. So that's something that's on my goal. But this is going to be really different for each and every one of you who are doing this. Another one is, I have an impact on millions of people around the world every year through my programs, through my content, through my support. And that's a big one for me. I really want to have an impact on as many people as I can. Obviously, I've got lots of goals that are very much like materialistic things as well. Like I would like to own a yacht one day. That is like, it's just be super cool, I think, to own a yacht, own luxury cars and stuff like that. Would be really, really cool. But again, a lot of my goals are more around like family, around about like lifestyle goals, fitness goals and stuff like that as well. So that's really important. So when it comes to creating your 10-year plan, your 10-year goals, really the reason you were doing this first is so we can then plan backwards. So what do we need to do in 5 years to achieve our 10 years goals? What do we need to do in 1 year to achieve our 5-year goal? What do we need to do this month to take us a step closer to our 1 year goal? We're all about like moving backwards with the steps and really breaking it down. All right. So as you can see, I've got my 10-year goals. You probably can't see because of the anyways, 10-year goals on that page. And this page, on this page, I've got my 5-year goals. So what do I want to achieve by 2027? And again, what I've done is I've taken what I want to achieve in 10 years and thought to myself, okay, I'm well on my way to achieving those goals if I achieve this in 5 years. So I'm really just like bite-sizing down what I need to achieve and by then to be well on my way to achieve my 10 years goals. So I've got my 5-year goals then, and then here I've got my 1 year goal. 1 year goals. I'm probably going to be expanding on this a lot more, okay? It's just kind of like, this was me just putting some thoughts down on paper. I've got my 90-day goals. So what do I want to achieve in 90 days? So breaking it down from 1 year into the quarter. You can split this into Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 type of thing. And I highly recommend you do that. Actually, I think it is on the worksheet that I have split it down into the individual quarters of what you want to achieve. And then you can go into kind of what you want to achieve into your monthly goals. And then from there, where if you probably, from that point, you will never be sitting there thinking, what do I need to do today? All you need to do is flick open this, check out, okay, what's my goal for this month? What's my goal for this week? Okay, I need to do these tasks to make sure that I achieve that goal this month, this goal, and this quarter to help me achieve my goal this year, in 5 years, in 10 years time. Okay, that's what it's all about. It's all about planning goals accurately. And then reviewing them every so often and every day, making sure that you're at least reading your goals that you need to achieve for, I would say, for the year and for the quarter and for the month. Get really reviewing those goals and looking at them. And another thing that I like to do here is my why. Okay, so why do I want to achieve what I want to achieve? Okay, why do I want to achieve 100 million pounds? Why do I want to be fit and healthy? Why do I want to have good relationships with people? Why do I want to have an impact on people around the world? So on and so on. Okay, so this is something I really have there. So this is my why. So if I ever feel like disheartened or why am I really doing all this? Because it's great to make money, but why are we making money? What does it really mean to us? Okay, it's pointless just saying, okay, I want to make £1 million this year. You want to say, I want to make £1 million this year, or I'm going to make £1 million this year, because it will allow me to ... whatever that will allow you to do, however that will allow you to improve your life, have an impact on other people's lives as well. So that's really important to me. Okay, I mean, for example, one of my things is I want to retire my parents. It's a big goal for me. I want them to be able to enjoy retirement and do the things that they want to do, not have to worry about money, not have to worry about debt and all that stuff. So that's a really big goal for me. So that's one of the reasons why I want to achieve what I want to achieve over the next 5 years as well. Okay, so I think that's really great. And then what you can do here as well is I then break it down into the week. So, for example, first week of January, what do I want to achieve in January? What do I achieve? And what's my tasks for like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? What am I going to make sure that I achieve in each day to ultimately lead to that goal for that month? And I know this might be a bit too complex for a lot of you guys out there. You might be thinking, holy Christ, there's a lot of work to do all this stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of work to do, like the ultimate vision, the ultimate goal, the 10-year goal, the 5-year goal and stuff. But really, you don't have to write those down all the time. What you just want to have them so you've got a place to come back to and you can look at it every so often. I do recommend you do write down your goals as often as physically possible, especially that your 10-year goals. But at least every quarter, you want to be writing down your goal for the year and your goal for the next quarter type of thing. Okay, so you want to be planning time out in your diary as well to make sure that you do stop and take a break and have five, I was going to say 5 minutes, more like an hour. Give yourself a good hour to really just reflect, create your goals for the next quarter, reflect on the past quarter, what's happened, and then obviously plan for the next one in place as well. Okay, and if you're in, obviously if you're in business, chances are you are in business. I like to also do a little bit of a recap into like what worked well from like a marketing point of view last year. So what really helped move the needle. So what type of marketing campaigns worked well, which of my products or services outperformed other products and services, which ones had the best impact and kind of brought in the most revenue. Where am I wasting time? So did I spend a lot of time and effort in a certain area last year and it just didn't do anything for me in my business? Okay, it didn't move the needle, as in, and I can make sure I don't continue that pattern going through to next year, because I know it didn't work last year, so why would I do the same thing next year? Okay, so yeah, I think that's a really good point and a really good place to start there. Use the worksheet that I'll provide you guys as a template, but I would always recommend that you do have some type of journal that you can keep with you and you can write in on a daily basis. For what your plans and what your strategies are, kind of like for that day, for that week, for that quarter. It just makes it a lot easier, in my opinion, to keep it all in one place, so you're not looking for pieces of paper all over the place, because we do, obviously the worksheet that I give you is going to be in paper, but if you just want to look at that worksheet and literally just watch the video and just instead jot down the questions that are on the worksheet into a notepad like this and keep it all in one place, I'd highly recommend that, rather than just kind of filling in a worksheet, because a worksheet, it's paper, it's extra paper, and it can get lost. Unless you have like a binder or somewhere that you're going to keep it in, or you have it somewhere on the wall where you just have like your goals for the year and stuff like that on the wall. That's totally fine as well. Okay, well yeah guys, that's pretty much it. So when it comes to planning for 2022, make sure you do this, because it's such an important step as well, to kind of think about, okay, what's my goals, why am I achieving the goals, but then also breaking down, especially if you have an income goal, which I kind of know most of you will have an income goal. You want to also break down, okay, well, if my income goal is, let's just say 100k in 2022, how much do I need to achieve every month until then? Okay, you're not going to say, okay, I need to achieve 10 grand per month type of thing, and I'm going to achieve 10 grand in January, 10 grand in February, 10 grand in March. You'll probably say, okay, well, if I'm making 2 grand now, in January, I want that to be 3 grand, and I want that to be 4. Then by December, you might want to be making like 15, 20 grand per month in December. So you want to scale it up. And then what that allows you to think of, okay, well, if I have a goal for, £3,000 or dollars in January, how many of my programs do I need to sell to achieve that? How many of my products or services do I need to sell to achieve that? If you're selling £1,000 product or service, then again, you need three sales, and that's it. But then you need to step it back again. How many leads, how many people do you need to present this offer to be able to achieve 3 sales? Okay, and it's probably a lot more than you think. Again, going back to Grant Cardone's theory, 10x rule. If you think you need to present that offer to 100 people, okay, that could be 100 leads, that could be 100 people on your webinar, on your masterclass, in your challenge, whatever, to achieve 3 sales, 10x it. Aim for 10x, and you'll only be happier. Okay, so if you're planning to achieve 100 leads in January, the work it'll probably require to achieve 100 leads, but you think it will take to achieve 100 leads is probably a lot more than what you're expecting. So do a plan for 1,000 leads instead, and do the work that you would do to achieve 1,000 leads instead. Okay, so that's really important as well. So when it comes to writing down your goals for the quarter and for the month, put your income goal down, put how many sales you need of your particular program or package that you offer, and then put down, okay, well, how many people do you think you'll need to generate, how much traffic or leads you'll need to have to be able to sell that quantity of that product or service that you're offering. Okay, I think that's really important as well, because most people don't count for that. They count for I need 3 sales, and then they stop there. They don't think, okay, but now how many leads do I need? How much traffic does my landing page need to achieve these? What type of audience building strategies do I need to develop to make sure that I have enough traffic and a big enough audience to present my offer to enough people to make sure that I create the correct sales. Okay, so that's what's really, really key. And the more you grow your audience, the bigger your list becomes, the easier this will become in the future, because most people don't buy on first interaction with you. They'll require a nurturing. It could take 6 months before somebody 6 months of somebody being on your email list or in your Facebook group or following you of some sort until they are ready and comfortable to buy your programs and services, because maybe they didn't quite resonate with you at first where they were in their current situation, but now they're kind of developed or they're on a different path now. They now do resonate with you. All right, guys. So again, I think I've covered quite a lot in this training, whatever you want to call it. Okay, but I think it is very important for you to kind of realize that when it comes to goal planning, you need to kind of really take time to do this. You know, it might take a week for some of you to do, just doing a little bit at a time. But it's so important that you do this step and you do not skip over it. And remember, you only really need to do the big picture stuff, like do it now. You might want to do it every quarter. Again, you don't need to do it that often, but it will really help you stay focused, stay aligned into your goals and into your mission, and have you kind of energized and reason why you're doing what you're doing every single day, and to know what you're actually doing every day and why you're doing those things every single day as well. No matter what the goals are. It doesn't have to be business. It doesn't have to be entirely business. Could be fitness, like me. I've got business, personal goals and fitness goals as well, personal development goals and stuff like that as well. You know, to read certain amount of books, to learn more about a specific type of subject matter where I'm looking to kind of gain more expertise in. Again, that's another type of goal that you could jot down, because you might be thinking, okay, this is my goal. My goal is to achieve X, Y, Z. What do I need? What skill sets do I need to have to be able to achieve that goal? Okay, if your goal is to run Facebook ads, let's just say a random example here. Run Facebook ads. I want to be able to run Facebook ads next year. Okay, that's my goal, to generate more leads in my business, to make more sales, blah 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 blah. What do I need? What skills do I need to be able to run Facebook ads? Obviously, you need to learn how to run Facebook ads. You need to potentially buy a course or hire a coach or someone that's going to teach you how to run Facebook ads. Okay, or the other option is you hire someone who already knows how to bring Facebook ads, you bring them into your team, you pay them instead, rather than you learning an additional skill. But these are the things you need to think about. Okay, that's my goal. What do I need? What skill sets or experience do I need to gain to be able to actually achieve that goal? Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm not going to go on anymore because it is quite a large subject, but I want you guys just to at least plan out your dream life, your 10-year goal, your 5-year goal, your 1-year goal, your goal for this next quarter, these next 90 days, and then break it down into kind of like your monthly goals from there on, so you know what you want to achieve every month. And then if it's like a financial goal, make sure that you kind of do state, okay, this is how many products or services I need to sell to achieve that goal. This is how many leads I think I need to have. Like I said, try to 10x these goals as well, to really think bigger and to really have more planning. And again, if it comes to the gym, if you want to lose weight, if that's another one of your goals, make sure that you plan in time to go to the gym, time to work out, time to meal prep and stuff like that, because planning is the key to success in my eyes. Okay, if you don't plan, if you don't strategize, if you don't have the idea of what you want to achieve, chances are you won't achieve it at all. And I'm firsthand at that. I've not planned for many years, and it hasn't helped me one little bit. Whenever I do plan, I feel focused, I feel energized, I feel a lot more confident in what I'm trying to achieve than when I don't plan. Okay, so that's it, guys. So make sure that you do download that worksheet that I'm going to give you guys with the questions and stuff like that, and we'll have space as well if you just want to fill in the worksheet. You can even download it straight into your Google Doc and make a copy for yourself into Google Documents, and you can just use it straight in Google Documents if you want. But like I say, if you'd rather have like a notepad, like a journal like this, then again, I feel free to do that too. But that's it for me, guys. So any questions, leave them in the comments below. But I hope you will have an amazing new year. It's New Year's Eve right now when I'm recording this video. Okay, so it's December 31st 2021. So I hope you have an amazing new year, and if there's anything else I can do to help you guys to achieve your goals this year, please feel free to reach out. So that's it for me. Take care. Speak to you all soon.